I gotta get back to work. I just gotta get, we're gonna see if we get one person in here before I start. Alright, we got one person in here, cool. Alright, so this is just to show y'all a bit of what we've been trying to show y'all over the years. Like this shit I'm about to show y'all, as soon as Polight did this shit, niggas was on his ass. You understand what I'm saying? And y'all got to understand what the fuck going on. These niggas is, I don't know what type of satanic shit these niggas is on, but the wickedness level is crazy. And as soon as he made the millions of dollars he made, you can pull up the videos of him calling black people savages, his own people that he grew up around, calling them savages, calling us savages, right? And then calling the hoods that we inhabit jungles. He called us savages and that we belong or we deserve to stay in the jungle. That's what the man said. His own words. And this is a nigga that black people, even though we've been telling y'all this nigga's a scumbag since 2011. And you niggas just, or maybe not y'all, but y'all niggas just see somebody with a black face that sounds smart, has no wisdom, but just sounds smart. And because these niggas is using words that you don't know because you refuse to read, you get blindsided. This shit is crazy. And then these niggas do all this wicked shit. The shit I'm about to show you, this nigga should have been out of commission from when this happened. Not, let alone all the other shit that was happening beforehand. And niggas kept giving him rope. And the nigga just kept stringing the rope around his own neck. Talking shit about the creator and God's children. Whether he is or isn't one, we don't know. I don't know what he is. So I won't even speculate. You understand? Doing all the type of shit to keep our people away from the Torah Tanakh. So that we can have the actual fucking answers. And y'all elevate these niggas. It's crazy. Just like niggas teaching y'all that, we do come from over here in the Americas. They came out of nowhere. Israelites was already teaching this like myself since 2012. Right? And some of us even beforehand. I even heard some of them teaching it from the year 2000. Right? And they got laughed out of Israelite congregations because they all drunk off of Pan-Africanism. Now, all of a sudden, this nigga's the number one guy in Aboriginal Black American understanding, but he ignores every source which tells you that them same Black Negro American Indians are the Israelites, are the children of Israel, the children of God. I mean, for fuck's sake, the word Indian in fucking Spanish, it's a translation of indios, which means the people of God or the people with God. So even calling yourself the Aboriginal Indian or the Aboriginal people with God. And these niggas is not telling you, and y'all elevate these niggas up there. So I won't even mention son's name because I ain't got no personal problem with him. It's a philosophical one. Because I'm doing all the same research he doing and more for way longer. He only popped up on the scene in 2016. But the people, y'all elevate this nigga because he will never admit that the Torah Tanakh, y'all need to come back to the Torah Tanakh. Because black people don't want to be held to a moral standard. That's why we can't unify. That's our key, is to get objective morality back inside our hearts and minds so that we can treat yourself with respect, first off. Then we can treat each other with respect. And then as a nation, we can force the other nations to treat us with respect. There's a chain of elevation that needs to happen. And these niggas don't have those solutions, which is why your boy is going down there to that solutionary conference to pose some fundamental fucking questions. You understand? But anyway, let's get back into this scumbag. And that way I can get back to doing this type of work, which is the brilliance y'all really want me to do. Get back to writing this type of stuff. You see what I'm saying? Getting these dimensions breakdowns and all this written and all this. Where's it at? You see, Brother Polight ain't never show you his work ethic to do things like that. Most, if not any of these niggas show you their work ethic, their methodology, their strategies. They don't share the shit with you because they want you to suck on their dick for as long as possible. I don't. I want you to learn how I do things or why I do things in methodology. Then what you find useful, you adopt. And it makes you better. That's what the scriptures talk about, sharing talents. We all share talents amongst us. What, maybe one guy got 5 talents, one guy maybe got one chick over there, she got 3, another woman over there, she got 2, but everybody share their individual talents. Everybody ends up, I don't know how much I just did, 3, 2, and whatever the other number. You got at least 6 to 7 talents for one individual that was shared by the initial 4 people. You understand what I'm saying? Oh yeah, I'll definitely save it for you. This is a freebie. So for anybody on the Patreon, this is nothing really truly significant in terms of lessons. This is just me showing niggas that this nigga has a track record of doing this shit. And we gotta stop letting niggas do this shit and keep giving them rope to hang themselves just because they look like you. It's killing us. The complexion thing, the white supremacy thing and unifying around black is killing us, because we keep unifying with niggas that's sent here to derail us, and we keep accepting these niggas because they look like us. It's gotta stop. Has to stop. Gotta stop. Anyway, so I opened up this live to show y'all that Brother Polight attempted to scam a black woman from Columbus, Ohio. Her name is Michelle Reynolds. Okay, Michele. Last name Reynolds, Reynolds. You can look this shit up. I'm not making it up. Okay. She is one of the founders, or works for, a nonprofit organization out in Columbus, Ohio. So any of y'all from Ohio or in Columbus, you can verify what I'm saying. Her organization, nonprofit, is called Nothing Into Something Real Estate. And this woman's actually brilliant. I've heard the shipping containers were torn down, but the idea within itself is brilliant. She instead of building regular style apartments, she was taking container homes, right? And pretty much able to establish the ground foundation and everything. Things that would maybe take 2 weeks to a month in a standard traditional home or apartment, it took them fucking 5 days. Do you understand what I'm saying? Set the foundation and everything. I don't know if y'all know a little bit about building and all that and construction, but that takes some time, man. You talking 5 days, nigga? What? And you talking about an apartment complex for homeless people. I'm going to show you the video of Polight pretending to be a contractor, pretending that this is his project, because he's got somebody who works for an actual contractor on the site to pretend as if this is his site. Let him on the site. The nigga dressed up in a costume and everything. He don't even know what he talking about, because in the video you listen to certain phrases he's using. They're not even accurate. Yo, what up? Not even accurate. So I'm gonna play the clip for you of the woman, and then I'm gonna play Brother Polight for you. Oh, stay tuned. Stay tuned, nigga. So let me matter of fact, let me show you the Ohio woman and her shit. Let me show you the container home so you can see the images, right? So this is Google Images, right? You can just type in Michelle Reynolds instead of Ohio black woman. Michelle Reynolds, nonprofit Cargominium project. Okay? And you could type it in and see. It'll pull you up a news article. Cargominium, shipping container apartments looking to disrupt real estate industry. This is why I think they probably shut her shit down. You understand? 54 shipping containers. This is what this black woman was doing. Ain't it strange that all the niggas that's kissing black women's ass and telling, oh, the black woman is God, they're the same ones manipulating and using black women? Is it like outside of black women, like when they pander towards us with stereotypes, or pander towards us with colorism, why is it that we respond the exact way that they need us to? Niggas is sleep. SHLEEP. Sleep. Done. Wake up. The only way you're going to wake up is to apply the objective morals of the Torah, so you can get back attuned with our God, so that you can have access to common fucking sense. Get some blood flow from your limbic brain and all this unifying around color and materialism, and get some fucking blood flow to your neocortex, so you can start using your actual brain, the full potential of it. Access to reason, rationale, logic. self-control, self-responsibility, self-accountability, godhood, objective morality. Those are all the things. You can look it up. Okay, we teaching that on the Patreon. You can look it up. All those things are associated with the prefrontal cortex, your frontal lobe. Get some blood flow up there, man. But anyway, and that's not a slight at anybody. This is real science. I'm telling you the science. Get the blood flow there. But this is what this black woman was doing. Cargominium buildings, right? Again, her name is Michelle Reynolds. Michelle Reynolds. And her nonprofit organization is called Nothing into Something Real Estate. This is you can look it up. This is official. So let me close this out. Let me play for you the clip real quick because I don't want to take all day and repeat myself. Just open this up for you. I'm gonna play it from the top. Or I'm gonna play it from right here. Hang on.
It's the first of its kind for Ohio and believed to be the largest of its kind in the entire country. Thanks for staying with us at 5:30. I'm Mark Taylor.
And I'm Ellie Merritt. We are talking about the Cargominium project going up on Old Leonard Avenue. That's where NBC4's Ted Hart is live tonight with an inside look at some new apartments there made from old cargo containers. Ted?
Well, and Ellie, it's already beginning to take shape. You can see 54 shipping containers that have now been stacked next to and on top of each other, creating the framework for a new 3-story apartment complex. It's basically a prefab 17,000 square foot structure.
Typically, to frame out a structure that large, you are looking at over 3 months.
Derek Pryor.
What you see here was done in 5 days.
And developer Derek Pryor says that's a huge savings in construction costs. This project was the dream of Michelle Reynolds, founder of Nothing into Something Real Estate, a nonprofit housing organization that until now had focused on old blighted homes. But Reynolds says turning shipping containers into apartments fits with the organization's Nothing into Something mission.
Same way, taking houses that are nothing and turning them into something and coupling with people who really need a chance and an opportunity to be able to afford housing.
If they
Hold on, let me pause it there. Did you hear what this fucking brilliant black woman is doing? Providing for her people, but also just people in a particular social stratification and economics fitting. She's doing this to provide solutions. And then you have leeches like Brother Polight who come in and suck the life or suck energy from off of somebody actually doing something so that they can elevate themselves off of somebody else's energy so that you can give them all the real-time energy, the energy in the physical world. Your attention is paid through dollars. This is how Freemasons steal your life force energy and use it like alchemy to manifest what they want. You talking about collapsing the wave field of potential in terms of choice, right? 0 and 1, the matrix. We talk about this on the Patreon, okay? And collapsing a particular reality that they desire. And because so many people are not understanding how they give out their own energy, they're not even aware of how they contribute. And every last one of us who's been supporting this dude or not saying the things which need to be said about the dude, we are culpable, including myself. I should have been on his neck a lot harder than I was, and I could have been. But then it will require me to tell the names of the people who's giving me the information. And then if I do that, niggas be like, oh, you name dropping for telling the truth. For telling the truth. I'll tell you this right now. I don't abide by street codes. I didn't grow up in the streets. I had my parents. The devil wasn't teaching me my entire life, because that's all the streets is the devil. Teaching you how to operate in his manner. I'm aware of it. I got family who run the streets. That's their choice. I feared my dad's ass whooping more than I about my desires to want to run the streets. I'm sorry. That nigga ass whooping was military style. That's nothing to play with. But you see what they doing in terms of, people like Brother Polight. So this isn't only about him. This is just people of that ilk, people of that philosophical lack of character, people with that lack of objective moral. That's the difference. This is why I say objective morality is black people's key, because the establishment of objective morality establishes the order of the creator, because the creator is the only objective, living, intelligent being in or outside of the universe, as far as we know. Okay? All right, let's keep it going. Oh, and I want y'all to pay attention to the background so you can see the location and the area and what certain construction look like. So when I bring up Brother Polight video, you can see that this is he's at this site. It's crazy.
Somewhat cold and uninviting now. Just wait.
You're going to have warm finishes. You're going to have hardwood floors. You're going to have bright colors on the walls. So they will not have a feel that you're living in a box.
Cargo containers are designed to withstand some of the most brutal conditions on Earth. So Pryor says they will stand up well to the weather. He says he expects some of the interior units will be so well insulated that they may not need to turn their heat on in the winter. For Michelle Reynolds, she hopes this will be the start of something big here and across the country.
Now there is a lack of affordable housing around the whole nation, and so there needs to be a solution, and we just believe that we have the solution to that problem.
Hey, my nigga Maj. Hey, Maj, if you ever watch this, even if you don't, I'm going to bring it up to you when I'm down there in September. That's a solutionary right there. This woman right here, Michelle Reynolds, and her nonprofit organization. I just knew it. I'm forgetting it off the top of my head. But Cargo Miniums. So I'll just use that for short. Absolutely fucking brilliant. Polight. I'll just show you what he did. Let me just... I'll just show you. But let me finish so you can... At least we can get some advertisement for the real ones out here. Not the scamming niggas.
See, the work continues even at this hour. These are fast track. They expect to have these up and running in just a few months. All of the apartments will consist of 2 containers. They'll all be 2-unit apartments, about 640 square feet. There's already plans for a phase 2 and a phase 3. Live along Old Leonard Avenue, Ted Hart, NBC4.
All right. So... let's pull up Brother Polight. Matter of fact, we'll just let this shit play. This nigga done did the editing. And mind you, I seen this shit happen in real time. So, you know, as the hours is going by, like I go to sleep for work, wake up, and then there's you seeing this nigga uploading videos, trying to explain himself and then trying to word himself. And then this woman and her legal representatives got at that nigga. And then she had to get on the phone and be like, we don't even know who the fuck this dude is. He has nothing to do with our nonprofit organization. He has nothing to do with the funding of this thing. He didn't have nothing to do with anything. And then when you see Brother Polight's response to the video and the way that he words it, you can tell all he do is study Black's Law Dictionary so that he can use them 48 laws of power, them Luciferian principles, to steal from his own fucking people and deceive y'all. And niggas be eating the shit up. You know what I'm saying? Like rats to arsenic. Just, we gonna give this nigga all our money. And he's gonna sell you books, copy and paste books that his wife was copying and pasting. Like, I wish I had the evidence. And I wish these niggas that know Polight, that been telling me this shit over the years, I wish they had the cojones, the nuts, to just fucking say it. Because it'll sound like hate coming from me. But from them, and they done seen you in pictures with this nigga, it has so much weight. So you niggas stop coming to me with it, because you know I got a big mouth, and I'm willing to do or say what we need to do to help the people wake the fuck up. You start doing it. You understand? You start doing it, because every time I do it, I'm a hater. I'm a hater. You want my money. Nigga, if I wanted money, if I focus on money, I'll probably be a millionaire long fucking time ago. That's not my focus. I could care less. That's why money come like this for me. It's easy. Anyway, I don't want to get into that. But God be looking out for me. So he watched that half, and I focus on the shit I need to do to get better as like a human being. Not materially speaking, you know, like the betterment of your soul. You know, potentially making it back to eternity instead of having to play out the whole life and death thing. I don't know. I'm not interested in the life and death thing no more. So let's just keep going. So watch this. He's on Facebook. So mind you, he was on Facebook using the images from Cargominiums and then asking people on Facebook for donations. And he's also saying that he was going to employ these people, right? He claimed to be a developer of the project, and none of this is true, okay? And the lady had to come out on Facebook and write this shit. It's crazy. It's fucking crazy how these niggas keep.
Peace to the family. It's Brother Polight, head of the Crown of Luster Supreme Grand Apperception of our new covenant community. And I'm here to talk to you.
See, this is what goofy niggas, dumb hood niggas. Cause you know what it is? Cause hood niggas, they don't really wanna be associated with stupidity, with the stupidity of their behavior. They just like the fear that their behavior induces to bitch ass people who not used to that. You understand what I'm saying? That's what they get high off. But really, they weak fucking people, emotionally speaking. So they take advantage of other people who happen to be weak because they come from the same socio economic environment. And this is that crab in the bucket mentality that we all talking about. I'm just applying some psychology that I learned from school, trying to apply some of it to it. So we can unravel this shit, like how niggas like this come into being, how they even start to exist, how they can grow up amongst us, sell out, and then call us monkeys and savages and say that we live in the jungle when they was just in the same jungle chilling with the same monkeys. Come on, man. Come on.
Up to date and give you a real estate update about our Ohio project.
He just looked like a scumbag. Like, I don't, I know there's no scumbag look, but anytime I've been around him, there's this energy that I have. There's certain people that they don't sit well with me. I don't have a tangible reason not to like you. I don't like you personally. It's just, there's something that my energy don't, and I hate to use them cliche terms, but there's something my conscience just don't need to be around or don't understand. Something funny going on, so I usually stay away from people. You know what I mean? And lately, since I got older, I just tell people to their face, I'm like, listen, it's not personal, but I can't be cool with you. It's not, and it really don't be anything personal. It just be this something. Maybe it's me, but I'm not going to say it's me. I'm just going to say maybe it's something going on over there. You understand this? He's a low life. Right. But let's go. Let's keep going. Because we can talk shit about the nigga all day. Let's just show the proof, and I'm going to cut this shit off.
Now there's this controversy. Let me give you the timeline.
All right, so this is him trying to correct the lies and everything. So if you've ever paid attention to all the series of videos that dropped, I think this is like 3 years ago this happened, or 4 years ago. If you pay attention to all the videos and line them up, you can tell this bitch nigga lying and just doing damage control. So watch.
Right now, let me give you the timeline so you can understand this. The controversy is this. I left Los Angeles from sitting courtside at a Clippers game with Victoria. About 9 hours later, I had a flight to go to Ohio. This is real. From me sitting courtside, my seats cost over $4,000.
Whoever did this video, shout out to you, because I was going to say the same thing, but I seen it pop up. What the fuck does you being courtside at a Lakers game sitting with Floyd Mayweather or whatever this shit is, what that got to do with anything? That's for the dumb niggas to catch on to the bait so that when he tells you, oh, none of this is true, they just hating on me because I'm rich and they broke. That's the play for other dumb niggas who's groupies who's sucking this nigga's nuts, right? Y'all just come in the comment section. Y'all hating on Brother Polight. You want to be Brother Polight. Nobody want to be Brother Polight. We don't want to be this nigga. Most of us who be on his ass, we better niggas than him. We're better caliber. We just as smart, if not smarter. So it don't have nothing to do with that. It's the flex, like my man Ron is saying. It's the flex so that he clouds your vision. Like Pokemon, niggas throw a smoke bomb at you, or fucking Pokemon, fucking whatever the shit is, when they throw a smoke grenade at you, and you're all impaired and shit. But you want to have faith that this dude is a good dude. But after I tell you, hold on, stop that. Don't put no faith in men. Don't put no faith in me, not nobody.
hers. We would leave Los Angeles after watching the Clippers game, Clippers versus Timberwolves. We would leave that courtside game after kicking it with Mayweather and all, and my man P-Rilla. Okay? We would leave 9 hours later to go to Ohio to infiltrate a construction site, perpetrate a fraud. Like, this is all my project and my company. This is all New Covenant right here.
All right, I see what they doing. So the video you want to see where he got on the whole costume, he dressed up and everything for the camera, man. This dude a bitch, right? Polight, if you ever see this, I know you do, nigga. You a punk. You a fucking punk, and God gonna give you everything you fucking deserve, because you kept trying to lead his people away from the Torah Tanakh. You make more work for niggas like me, and the niggas who came before me, you've been making hella work. We gotta clean up the mess that dirty niggas like you make on purpose. We go clean the living room. This nigga go into the dining room. We just got finished cleaning. Tear that motherfucker up. By the time we finish cleaning the living room, you go back into the dining room to sit down. You come in, it's torn the fuck up. Now you got to clean this motherfucker up, and this bandit done gone back to the living room to tear the living room up. That's what it's like. This is why people like me get so angry and so frustrated, because they're stopping the incremental buildup. You understand? They're stopping the Fibonacci sequence back to the creator. 1 + 1. 0 + 1 is 1. 1 + 1 is 2. 2 + 1 is 3. 3 + 2 is 5. 5 + 3 is 8. That's what's happening. It's a snowball effect. You're seeing more and more people wake up to the truth. We could have had these numbers 10 fucking years ago. This is why people like me get so upset. All right? Let's keep going.
Use a crane, an actual giant-ass construction site mechanism, have me raising up high in the air with my business partner who's contracted to do work on that actual property.
See what I'm saying? What I tell y'all before I started playing the video, he knew somebody who's likely a fan of his. Okay? The fan, he's just an electrician at work on the site. He's not even a major player. He's just a dude that worked for the major players. Right? Invited Polight onto the site so that he could pretend that this was his shit. Y'all don't smell me though. Hold on. Not that was my fault. It's not about smelling me. It's about smelling Polight.
In the video, talking with me. He's contracted.
Now he need more than ass whooping. That nigga need to go.
Hey, what up?
Like if we was under Torah law, like real shit. If we was under Torah law, like back in our nation, like how to be in the future, we'd have killed this nigga a long time ago. Because niggas like this don't deserve an ass whipping. At some point, the amount of money you stole from families, how many hundreds of families do you think that he's put in tight situations? Because then maybe they took their last investments that they had, and then maybe they don't invest, and this is the only thing they ever tried to invest in, and they put it into him and got scammed. Maybe lose their housing, lose their apartment, lose their fucking kids or something. How many people has he done dirty? And you gonna tell me all he need is an ass whooping? He might need some fucking gunshot. That's what he need. Some Ross Clark gunshot. That'll fix that. Trust me. But we don't live under Torah law. So police, CIA, FBI, I ain't telling nobody to go smoke this nigga. He gonna get smoked on his own accord, and y'all gonna deal with him when the collapse happen. Because when the collapse happen, then comes jungle justice, aka Torah law. Okay? So everybody gonna get their just dues. For real.
Trying this brother get a project, he always tell me that I always got a job, no matter what, no matter what, no matter what. You know what's so crazy? The reason is, real.
Alright, so furthermore, it's probably just a personal assistant, right? He states he's a master electrician. Nowhere does he state that he's a job foreman, right? So y'all can watch this on your own time. I just want you to listen to Polight's words.
People that are there, he's connected with.
Listen to his words.
The people that are there, he's connected with. For some reason, they think I left the Clippers game courtside. And beautiful.
Hold on, I'm gonna bring this so I could charge my phone at the same time.
It never rains in Southern California. That's the song.
Hang on.
And they probably right 98% of the time.
How do you trust? Hold on. How do you trust this nigga, sir? This dude is a habitual. This dude is a sociopath and a narcissist of the highest degree. And I don't even throw terms like that around. I have a psychology BA, and I try not to psychologically evaluate people because it's offensive. I technically don't have the degree for it. I don't have a master's, so I shouldn't be out here telling people, oh, you got this, and that. You don't see me do that to people unless they try to come at me. You understand? Then I use my skill set and what I understand. But this nigga, this a different type of nigga, man. It's a different type of nigga. Different type of nigga for real. Like, I ain't never seen no shit like this in my life. My fault. Hold on. Let me, But then again, he come from the house of Dr. York, Malachi Z. York. So if you know Malachi Z. York and his MO, is it any surprise that the apple, or you got to be wary of the fruit that the tree bears. You got to be wary of the actual tree. He grew up and was indoctrinated in a wicked spiritual system by Dr. Malachi Z. York, as a lot of these niggas are from the 70s and 80s, right? Watch yourselves, okay? Y'all don't give these niggas no money. Stop giving them your soul energy. Stop worshiping niggas. Stop kissing niggas' ass. Yeah. That includes me, because but I tell y'all, I'm one of them people that hate ass kissing. Can't stand it. Man smiling in your face with shit on his lips. It's not a good look. Alright? But anyway, back to this. Let's finish up.
Left that courtside Clippers game in my realm of luxury where I drive a Rolls Royce that I own.
Them Masonic connections, man. How he beat in these cases? Them Masonic connections. Yup. Mr. Saali. Hopefully I said your name right. He know the deal is.
A slingshot, the Batmobile that I own, and a Porsche that I got for my birthday.
Right. What does any of this shit that he's talking about, all these cars and materialistic shit, what the fuck that got to do with anything?
My wives. I would leave this luxury to go into cold-ass Ohio, sneak onto a construction site, and go live. When I go live, I'm live long enough, almost an hour or more. My phone dies, and I would then charge my phone on the construction site I'm sneaking on, so I could go back live again and do a second video, unauthorized, on a construction site. So
this is the video, if you couldn't tell, that came out after the lady came out and exposed him. This the video right here where he trying to clean himself up. This the video that, initiated all this pressure that the lady had to put on his fucking neck while he going around making these videos. Hold on.
Machinery, film all the other people working, talk about business matters endeavors that are not beholden to me, and escape in enough time. I stayed there for 2 days, only for me to fly to Atlanta.
This is exactly what you did, pussy. Sober. All y'all wicked niggas, you boule niggas, you Luciferian niggas, you 48 laws of power niggas, you Egyptian niggas, you new age niggas, all of y'all niggas, y'all done. It's over. It's over. It's over. It's over. It's over. Mark my words. See, like, you can play the whole clip. We can see we can find the whole clip. Let me see if there's more though. He got here. All right, he running his mouth some more. Let me play. Hold on. Oh, this is it. Hold on. Woo!
What's up, family? We up here. We in Columbus, Ohio.
That nigga's a scumbag, dog. He just looked like a scamming nigga.
Our development company.
Hold on. And can't nobody tell me what those scamming niggas look or don't look like, cause all some of these Jamaican niggas do is come up here and scam. I'm already saying too much, but all I'm gonna say is they family, like legit my family. So I know scamming niggas when I see him, and he just got that stupid fucking, like them scamming niggas. I don't know what demon that is, but that stupid smirk that they always doing every time a camera on, they about to lie. It be on they fucking face. Am I the only one who's seeing it, or am I just reaching? Do y'all niggas be like, yo, this nigga, he probably scam or something. I know this nigga trying to swindle something. I know it. Anytime I see this nigga, like when I went to his lectures and some of the debates, man, I couldn't contain myself. I had to shout from the back and try and get at this nigga because it was getting me so mad. Some of the shit he was saying and just the people eating it up. Like, it was killing me. You know what I mean? So this is why I don't even go to events with them, because I'm going to get at you from the back of the fucking room because my voice really does project. And I ain't got no shame in my game neither. So, but anyway.
So right now we're working on a 26 unit project.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Tariq, Umar, all them niggas, them white niggas, they be having the same demonic spirit, man.
So Ohio, with a very unique thing about it,
it's that bearing false witness, violate the 9th commandment spirit. Whatever spirit that is, that's what it is. But anyway, listen to this. So this was the initial video I seen, right? I seen all this shit from the beginning. So I was a witness.
What's up, family? We up here. We in Columbus, Ohio. With the king right here. We had our real estate company, our development company, making it happen.
He said what? Our real estate company. Last time I checked, that would include the two in the video because that's the context. And he said a real estate company. This is their business, they real estate company. That's his words. Keep it going.
So right now we're working on a 26 unit project here in Columbus, Ohio. With a very unique thing about it is...
Huh? What? A 26 unit? Let's see. Developers of a 25 unit apartment taking shape on Old Leonard Avenue in Columbus, Ohio. Let's keep going, Mr. Polight. Hold on.
In cargo bins. I stay in Atlanta for 2 days. I had interviews and photo shoots. We're working on Victoria's EPK electronic press kit. I stayed there for 2 days. And then now I'm here in New York because I came out here for the Grammys. But the glory was to sneak into Ohio, get muddy, be in the freezing cold, damn near frostbitten fingers. You seen us over there heating up our hands. I snuck on a construction site, used the crane and everything.
Now, notice how he makes it seem ridiculous. But if your life source and your way of making money is to lie to your people and then scam your people, yeah, you gonna do that, you hoe ass nigga, and that's what you did. And you telling the truth about everything that you actually did as if it's ridiculous so that it'll seem like a lie when somebody says this is what you did. He uses the same strategies from Project Monarch. This is how I know this nigga a Masonic agent. He used the same strategies that the media uses. Same reason why niggas like me been teaching shit to you for over 10 years. Right? And then as soon as the TV tell you it's a conspiracy theory, you come to me and say, oh, you one of them conspiracy theorists. It's the same game. Y'all not telling you they pay, these niggas paid for it, dog. First off, didn't he said he's like a Crip leader back in the day, and they call him Cavity because he shot a nigga in his face, shot a nigga in his mouth and killed him and got off for murder? One, that's not true. He was never a Crip. Go to Brooklyn. Ask them niggas. Nobody really know this nigga like that. I know. I want to ask. Okay? And two, on top of that, the nigga ain't shoot nobody in the mouth. And kill a man and got off trial, beat it on trial. But I was my own prosecutor. Like, y'all niggas be believing this shit. It's crazy. It's crazy. It really is crazy.
Lie and say I'm part of this situation, and I'm not.
Right. He didn't even get the number right.
Working on a 26 unit project.
Shut up, you bitch, nigga. It's actually 25 units, punk. Where is that? What'd I say? 25, not 26, punk. If you're gonna steal something, steal it right. The fuck is wrong with you? Keep it going.
Here in Columbus, Ohio, with a very unique thing about it is we're using cargo bins to build them. And we're gonna explain the science behind that, and you're gonna see what we're talking about. We're talking about cargo bins to build buildings. This is...
Look at his face, and he realizes how brilliant this fucking idea is. And all the punk had to do was give the woman the credit she deserves. Michelle Reynolds. Excuse me. I'm sorry, Miss Michelle. Michelle Reynolds. And then you dumb nigga, you could have used your notoriety to bring more energy into her movement, what she's doing, her solution. And then you could have maybe asked for some blueprints or permission to extend that business into other states. I'm quite sure she wouldn't have been against it. She trying to help. So if you go to another state, there's enough room for all of us to make bread. All of us to be effective. But with niggas like this, it'll never happen. That's why you can't unify around skin color, because niggas like this get into the fold and they fuck everything up from the inside outwards with their selfishness. Come on, man. The fuck?
A pioneering venture. This is something that's not being done throughout America. You see these right here? We're using these giant cargo bins to build properties. Look at that. Yes. So now let me give y'all clarity.
Two, there's no such thing as a giant container bin. There's a 20-foot container bin, and then there's 40-foot container bins, you bitch. Stupid ass nigga. Giant container. You don't even have the lingo right. How you gonna steal shit and not have the lingo right? Crazy.
Like, how stupid. I mean, people hate me so much. They don't realize they're insinuating that who the hell goes on a construction site and uses or operates
you do
machinery live?
You nigga.
Like, how stupid. I mean,
look. There's Mr. Derek Pryor. He's a liar and a fraud, and he's no way associated. I told you these people had to come out on Facebook and get at him. They did video, audio, everything to clear it up. Has nothing to do with Cargo Minium's project in any capacity. Any and all of his followers and anyone who saw and or shared either of those two videos. This person, because he don't even respect this person a demon, he a devil, right? Has nothing, I repeat, nothing to do with Cargo Miniums. I'm talking about Brother Polight. Stealing container homes, right? Our council has been notified and further action will be taken. They were going to sue Brother Polight. That's why he came out with the response video.
People hate me so much.
Like, come on,
dog. They
don't
realize they're insinuating that who the hell goes on a construction site and uses or operates any of the machinery live and have nothing to do with anything. Like, I'm just there and I snuck out of California. It's actually documented on my timeline on Instagram and Facebook. You can see I'm sitting courtside just hours before I was in Ohio. You can see I went to Atlanta after 2.
Right. So, if you listen to his argumentation, it has nothing to do with anything. Nigga, you being at courtside and the weather being nicer in LA and worse in Ohio has nothing to do with the fact that you snuck on to another Negro's project. Non-profit at that. So you can load 2 videos up as if the shit was your project, promise people that you was going to give them employment, and then take donations. Who that remind you of? Brother Polight, Umar Johnson, Brother Polight, Umar Johnson, Brother Polight, Umar Johnson, Boule Society, sellout niggas. What's the difference? Anyway, I'm going to just play a little bit more and y'all get the gist. Y'all can just look it up. Just type in Brother Polight container home scamming and you can do the rest of your homework.
You can see after being in Atlanta for 2 days, you can see I came out here to New York in midst of my busy schedule. Why I gotta slip into a construction site that's not mine?
Because you're a thief.
And make up.
Oh, here go the clown music. Here go.
About things that's not true. See these right here? We're using these giant cargo bins to build properties. Look at that. Yes. And what's happening is it's cutting the time.
Look how high this nigga eyebrow. That nigga a liar, son.
Literally, we can get the chassis of a property built inside of 5 to 8 days, in contrast to a month and a half to 2 months that it normally takes. The chassis, by chassis we mean framework. So we can get the frame of a house. See, that's how he get the dumb niggas to give up their little project money, their EBT checks. That's how he get it. He used words that he just figured out what they are. And then he pretend like he always knew them
so that he can tell them to niggas that he know more than likely, because most black folk don't read. This is why I came up with, not Raspy, the readers or leaders is not a concept Raspy came up with because he's not a reader. It's based on me, your boy. You understand? So this is why we trying to get y'all to read and giving out the information for free so y'all can see how powerful the information can make a man or a human being. And then your familiarity with the information is what draws down wisdom. The Creator bestows wisdom onto you, because now you have the tools to be able to use to do things the way that he designed you, which is understanding. That's a completeness. You unified with the Creator in your purpose, using your free will to do the will of the Creator, not what you want. That's the difference. That is the difference. God wanted us to choose him. That's why he gave us free will, so that we can choose with our free will to follow his lead. It's just that simple. You can choose predestination. You can allow predestination, or you can choose destiny. Which one? It's up to you, man. Play a little bit more and then that's it.
It's out of 5 to 8 days.
Typically, to frame out a structure that large, you are looking at over 3 months. What you see here was done in 5 days.
Because we're using these cargo bins that no one does anything with. No one knows what to do with these after the fish comes into the country, after the purses come into the country. These bins are huge. And then after they get used, they just stay there. They're not biodegradable. So because they're not biodegradable, they just stay here and take up space. So what we do, we recycle these bins and we create properties. So let me show you where the misunderstanding comes in, people. He's so good at flipping the script. Man, you a dirty bastard. Let me get this man out of here. I'm not playing today. He's so good. Yeah, I'm so good at making you look like you're fucking stupid. Negroes be mad when the shit, what about it that I'm flipping? It's common sense. No one goes on a fucking construction site and runs equipment and has no affiliation with anything. Who the fuck does that?
Brother Polight. And he got, look, and we'll never know, or not never, we could probably reach out to Miss Michelle Reynolds, but or Mr. Pryor. But this nigga has scammed so much money from niggas that he taking y'all money that he done scammed from y'all niggas. Y'all niggas done bought this nigga books. This nigga done copied and pasted books. Copied and pasted them together. Like, you can literally take his books, take excerpts out of it, put it into Google, and go find the other shit. Yo, niggas buying this shit. But I don't mean to laugh at y'all niggas that got scammed, but I can't help it, nigga. I can't help this shit, man. Listen, I think my point's proven. We can go through the whole myriad of fucking scumbag shit this nigga's done. But y'all can go down the rabbit hole. Y'all done see me talk about this shit and beat this shit like a dead horse. You understand what I'm saying? Yep, for sure. Discord and Patreon. I'm about to get into it right now. When is the Discord live? I think I'm off Sunday. So look for Sunday. And then what else is there? But yeah, so y'all can look down the rabbit hole and you can check yourself. You can see it. Look at the history. Stop putting life into these niggas. Check people background. When they have a shady background, check it. Please. You understand? All right, so now let me get back to the Patreon. But the live lesson, I'm off Sunday, so I'm going to shoot for Sunday. And obviously I got to knock out. So, well, let me figure it out. But yeah, probably in between like 7 and 11 o'clock. Those generally like my waking time. What's the link? I'm going to put the link in the Patreon. So if you're already on the Patreon, what I'll do is I'll put the invite code in. And then the invite code is only going to last 24 hours. So I'll put the invite code in a post, and then I'll pin the post to the top. So it'll be right at the top. You'll see the invite code. So, well, I'm going to finish writing this thing right here that I need to finish writing. Where is it? Right in the way. You see the papers in the back. So I got to finish doing them details for that. So I would say I don't know what your schedule like, but probably around like, I leave up out of here at about 6 o'clock, 6:30. So I should reach back my crib around like 8 o'clock, around like 7:30, 8 o'clock. So I would say expect it around 9 o'clock. Expect me to put this shit on at around like, let's say 8 a.m., 9 a.m. so that you have the code there. So the code will be valid for 24 hours. And then if there's anybody that ever misses the code, just in case you see this, I'll put another code out, and just the code is for you. The code will only work for one person each. So that's what you got to keep in mind. Just if you give the code away, you ain't finna get in it. You the one doing it. But yeah. So hey, King Sage, just do me a favor, DM me on the Patreon right now, so I can make a connection between what your IG is and what your Patreon name is, so I know who I'm talking to. But yeah, that's it, man. I just wanted to do this live this shit went longer than I needed it to. I just wanted to do this live to show y'all some of the prehistory. So we're not hating. Some of us really are vanguards of the community. We're watchmen. That's what God have us here for, to kind of survey the field. And because we study and we know kind of what we're looking at when we're seeing it happen. And it's not to spite people. I don't have no jealousy of Brother Polight. I have no cares for it, other than the destruction that he's causing amongst our people. That's it. All right, and people like him. So we got to put pressure on their necks. If anybody in Miami, come to that solutionary event that Maj is having from the 3rd to the 5th. It's a 3-day joint. You'll have multiple people there. Some people there you can ask the pertinent questions and all that type of jazz. And then if anything, we can link up. But like, all of my family is down there in Florida. I don't fuck with all of them like that from my generation, but I will be linking up with some people out there. So if y'all will be out there, holla at me. We bust a link. All right, y'all. One.